thanks for taking the time, Matt, to jump on a call. Like, feel free to just introduce yourself and tell people who you are and what you do.
Yep, sure. My name's Matt James. I'm a Brisbane-based graphic designer. Um, been in business for myself for maybe 20 years. So I guess really the motivation to jump on the course was really just to try and take my business to the next level. It sounds really kind of obvious, but I kind of felt like I was treading water, so needed to shake things up a little bit. So yeah.
Got it. What take us through, like, you joined in March. Like, what things attracted you to the program, and like what things were you wanting to improve or work on in your business?
Um, so I guess it was one of those things where, you kind of hear what some of the things you were saying, some of the testimonials, and they just kept striking a chord and they just resonated. And it's kind of like, yep, that's me. Yep, that's me. Yep, that's me. Um, I was doing pretty well actually. I mean, I've got a good roster of clients, but I just didn't feel like I was in control of my business at all. So I wasn't really dictating the direction of the type of work I wanted to do. I was very much sort of being reactive rather than proactive with how it was going, and I guess finally just not having any sort of planning in place, no real set goals, and the aim was really to try and set some of those goals and figure out how to get there. So, um, and I just needed that sort of, I guess, accountability as well.
What is there a particular component of the training program that you gravitate to more, like group calls, workshops, the systems? Is there been a kind of a component of the program that's jumped out and been more valuable than others to you?
I think, the system, so just creating structure within the business. So, a whole bunch of stuff around tracking what I'm doing, trying to be sort of consistent and regular with outreach, stuff I just wasn't doing before, tracking finances. And now, it kind of seems ridiculous now that I wasn't doing it before. It just seems insane that I ran my business in that way. Um, so, even just spending an hour, 2 hours every morning on that stuff, um, is absolutely making a difference, not only in the bottom line, but just in my attitude and my confidence. I'm just far more business aware. I think, I'd probably say that before I was a designer, now I'm more of a design business owner. If that makes sense.
Hmm. Yeah. Um, and what would you feel has been like the biggest aha moment that you've had, like the biggest like breakthrough?
Um, I think I think probably that there's a lot of opportunity out there, which I was kind of aware of, but I didn't have the confidence necessarily to think that I could pursue it. Um, so really that mindset shift is a big thing. The confidence is a big thing, and just backing myself. I was very confident in my design abilities. I'm experienced in that regard, but I probably was less confident as a business sort of person. Um, yeah, so I think for me, the biggest takeaway has just been backing myself and having the confidence to do so. And that's arisen from a number of different things, including, like I said, the discipline, the structure, all that kind of stuff to sort of hang it on, I suppose.
Got it. So take us through like some of the results or changes that you've experienced with the training program.
So before the training program, I didn't do any sort of outreach or kind of marketing, and I'm still not quite there with that, but I am being consistent with outreach. Marketing, probably not so much. So, just really trying to make sure I connect with people every day. That has been a big thing. And again, I just can't believe I kind of wasn't doing that anyway, but there you go. I was so sort of wrapped up in doing the design work, all that kind of stuff got sort of pushed to the side, I guess. So, I guess financially, absolutely, a good considerable improvement in what I'm sort of bringing in every month. Um, Definitely winning larger jobs than previously. And again, that comes down to confidence and backing myself. Um, I mean, this month I've had the best month so far by some sort of considerable margin. And I mean, it's a little bit of an outlier because a few sort of projects have sort of come at once, but um, definitely an improvement month on sort of monthly incoming and um, yeah, and I guess the other part of it is, that I'm more focused on the money I'm bringing in every month. Again, sounds
Mm,
ridiculous not to be that in retrospect, but
yeah.
I kind of wasn't. I was doing
Yeah.
okay, and I was just kind of ticking along, I suppose. But um, there's so much more potential out there that I just wasn't even trying to get.
Um, you talk about confidence to like charge more. So you're able to close your biggest project to date of 28K. Like you say confidence, but it's take us through like how you think about that because like sheer confidence isn't enough to successfully close a project like that because the client has to see the
Hmm.
value. So like how it has potentially your understanding of like what value is and how to anchor it
Yeah.
against a client situation evolved or how do you think about that?
I think my awareness of value I've questioned more. So, I think as designers, we deliver a great deal of value and we kind of take it for granted. Aside from the deliverables that you delivered day on day, it got me thinking about, well, actually, how much consultative advice do I give my clients? That doesn't even get captured in sort of what I offer people.
Mm,
My clients come to me for advice and general creative direction and kind of marketing direction as well, and I guess I was still working on that sort of old model of just pricing deliverables. Whereas now, I guess what I'm trying to do, and I know again I can be doing it far better, is just trying to articulate the broader value of what I do, that long-term um, consultative relationship sounding board and all those sort of bigger picture things and trying to
mhm,
articulate those to clients. And 9 times out of 10, clients will say, yeah, yeah, you're right. You kind of do that. And, we like to work with you because of that long-term relationship that we've been, working together on for many years. But I was still in that mindset of thinking, well, this brochure will take me 5 hours, so I'll charge 5 hours of my time.
mm. Yeah, that makes sense. Um, so take us through like how what are the big shifts in the way that you think about moving forwards now with moving towards business success?
Um, so I guess one focus I've got at the moment is just trying to build in sort of recurring income into the business. Um, Traditionally most of my work has been project based, which is fine, which is great, but it's very hard to kind of create any consistency in revenue.
Mhm,
So really trying to pitch the benefits of a longer term monthly, I'll call it retainer or subscription model. And that's something I've never done before. So, and I'm still not sure whether it's the right thing to do, but it's kind of like I need to kind of try that. So, I've just started working in the last few months with one particular client, and that's working out really well. And I'm kind of almost to the point where I've kind of got another client sort of in the same relationship, which will be a really
mhm,
good win. And they've kind of verbally sort of said they'll go ahead with by the end of the year. So, um, and that way then I can see there's a certain sort of amount of income coming in every month, in addition to my project-based work as well. Ultimately, I'd love to get the business to a stage where it's far more valuable as a saleable asset than it currently is, because it really probably isn't at the moment.
yeah, yeah. I mean, the subscription revenue is the biggest contributor to that.
Mm.
Which we can have a conversation about that and I'll have
Yeah, I'd love to, because
a talk about
it's
that, because it really your multiples like is like 2 times profit without subscription revenue, and anywhere up to like 10 times annual recurring revenue. So
yeah.
like it's why all the software models move to it. But mate, thank you for taking the time to share some insights into your experience, and yeah, it's greatly appreciated.
Nah, pleasure. Happy to.